Hey guys, welcome back to Just a Geek in the Garage. Today I want to go over my third go bag. So I've already gone over my what I call my upstairs go bag, which I just keep upstairs in my closet for little projects. I went over the one I keep in my car for roadside emergencies and other little jobs if someone calls me over unexpectedly. And then this is going to be kind of my last, a little bit more comprehensive go bag. It's definitely a lot bigger, a lot more tools. And this is where if I know I'm going to stay at somebody's house and I need to fix certain things, I have a little bit of everything in here depending on what the job is. And then there's, I keep some extra space and, an extra pocket or two open. So if I know there's going to be a very specific job that I'm doing, I can take some extra tools with me. But let's kind of start on the outside. So I have a very, very cheap ratcheting screwdriver that I've had for a very, very long period of time. Just keep this more as kind of a bit holder because I have a comprehensive set of bits inside of here. So it still works great. I mean, the ratcheting mechanism is definitely, cheap and old, but it's lasted me, 20, 30 years. And, why, if I can use it somewhere, I might as well use it. So let me put this kind of back in here. I have a couple of super cheap ratchets. These are the ones that used to come with these Harbor Freight sets. And just a 1/4 inch and a 3/8. I also have a socket set inside, but this is just in case I need an extra one. Have a cheap set of channel locks right here. Have the Pittsburgh wire cutters and strippers. Also the Harbor Freight scissors. A pair of flush cuts. And then, let's see here, on the sides, I'm going to try not to move this thing around too much, but on the sides, I have a set of just kind of cheap Ryobi drill bits. Definitely a few of those missing. There's going to be a set of gloves, on one of these sides, and there's going to be another, again, kind of cheap drill bit set. Because normally, if I'm going somewhere and you see there's a bunch missing here, it's going to be for something that's whether I'm like fixing at somebody's house, helping them hang pictures, all that kind of good stuff. Box cutter, the little pry bar that I have in pretty much every toolbox, and then one more kind of a stubby ratchet. This one is like 3/8 on one end, 1/4 on the other. And then let me see, is there anything else in this pocket? I don't think. Oh, I'm sorry. And then a set of step bits from Harbor Freight. And then on the back side, again, just so I don't have to move it, I just have a battery-powered flashlight. I have some pencil and a marker. You never know what you need to do. And then I have this, sorry about that, this very interesting tool that I picked up from, I want to say, Temu or AliExpress a while back for like a couple dollars. Just kind of looked intriguing. It's kind of an all-in-one. It has, it's a needle nose. It has a wire stripper here. It has a crimper. And so I hadn't seen something specifically like this from any regular brand. So I picked this up. Quality seems to be okay. I've definitely used it quite a bit. But it's kind of one of those tools where it does a lot of things, but doesn't really do it that well. But it has the function if you need it. So that's pretty much the outside. And then the main pocket on the outside, on the other side, is empty. And I'll leave it that way just for if I need to take some specialized tools. Next up is this case. This is a set of really cheap screwdrivers. See if I can even stay in their spot. 1 second. See if I can get this on camera. So it's just a really cheap set of screwdrivers, but it has a bit driver, which is kind of important. And then on the other side, sorry, I'm kind of in a tight space here, is going to be this flexible bit and a T-handle, and then some precision screwdrivers. So I keep it around. I think somebody gave this to me as a gift a long time ago. Never really used it, but I figured I just have a comprehensive set of screwdrivers because I don't know what I'm going to run into necessarily. Back here in these back pockets is going to be the Allen key and Torx keys that you get from Harbor Freight, along with the Harbor Freight pick set. A couple of sets of super cheap, I don't even think these are Pittsburgh, I think they're just some, made in Taiwan wrenches that I've had for a long time. And I have a set of metric and standard. And as you can see, I also have this really old Ryobi 12 volt drill on their old 12 volt platform. I don't think they have anything for it anymore. I've had that drill probably 20 plus years, but since it's lithium ion, still works great, holds its charge, and sometimes I'll go a year without using it and it still works. And then I keep an extra battery in here, right here, so I keep that all charged up. But speaking of power tools with this bag, towards the end of the video, I'll tell you what I usually will take with me also. So zip ties, can't go wrong with zip ties. I always grab kind of the longest ones, that way you don't have to, you can always cut them down. And super cheap set of sockets from Harbor Freight. Usually you can pick this up for $4 or $5 on sale. So I have, all the sockets that I should need here. As I mentioned in my last video, this comes with 8-point. I've never used 8-point sockets. I don't even know really what they're for. If you guys know, please let me know in the comments below. All right, let's keep going here. Electrical tape. Gotta have electrical tape. Bunch of wall anchors, screws, and nails, because again, usually I'm helping out maybe a family member with hanging some pictures or fixing something, so those are useful to have. Super basic hammer. I don't even know what brand this is, but just your regular claw type hammer. And then let's see, one more battery for the Ryobi. Of course, you always need a tape measure. This Warrior bit set that I talked about on my other video that I have, in a lot of spots, in my car. I have it, upstairs. I have it in this go bag because it's, it's 100. I'll put this in here just so it kind of keeps everything in its place. But it's 100 different bits, all different sizes and styles. And for the most part, if you need a bit, whether it's a regular bit, security bit, this is going to have it. Might not be the highest quality, but I've never broken one, so for my purposes, it works very, very well. Some gloves, microfiber, good to have if you think you're going to get dirty. Another basic flashlight that runs on batteries. So you never know, where you're working and what the lighting condition is going to be. All right, now let's see if we can get to the front part here without moving it around. Now it's going to be kind of a pliers and wrenches set. So I have this older, I believe this is actual Crescent brand. And this one actually, instead of having the normal rolly thing that you see with the teeth, it just has this little slider on there. So it's actually super, super heavy. Works well when you need an adjustable, even though I try not to use an adjustable very often. Cheap set of slip joints. Larger set of channel locks. Needle nose, again my most used plier. And then just a set of, I believe these are Quinn diagonal cutters. Actually very, very good cutters. I had a pair of, I don't remember the brand, but it's one of the only pliers I've ever broken. And I was trying to cut something that I shouldn't have, and one of these sides just sheared clear off. So it went flying across the room. So I replaced it with these Quinn. Speaking of power tools, so you've seen pretty much all the hand tools in the one Ryobi that I keep in there. If I know that I'm going to be working on something where power tools are going to be required, sometimes I'll pull that Ryobi out and I'll replace it with this Milwaukee M12. This is just kind of the regular brushed line. It's not the fuel or anything like that, but works very well. It's much lighter than some of the other drills. So either I'll just toss this one in with an extra battery, or I have a kind of a bonus second go bag. Let's see if I can get this here. Just kind of my Milwaukee bag. And then what I'll do with this one is I've actually kept the cardboard inside. Definitely hard to see. Let's see if I can get a better angle. But let's see here if I can move the camera a little bit. So what it basically is it has, I kept the cardboard just because it keeps everything organized and spaced, but basically it's going to add your 1/4 inch impact. It's going to add your kind of one-handed sawzall or hacksaw. And then it's also going to include a flashlight. And then lastly, if I can get to it, it's going to include your little 3/8 ratchet that also has a 1/4 adapter on there. So again, if I know I'm going to be working on something that's a little bit more intense, I'll grab both bags, but 99% of the times I'm just grabbing this workforce bag, and it serves me very, very well. So tell me, what do you guys think? You know, what am I missing out of this bag? Is this something that you think would be useful? But this pretty much ends, you know, my series on go bags. So these are the three main ones that I carry around. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe.